one more win for immortality. 4 in a row is staring us down. The Immortals with a 4 in there. I love it. G. Anderson in the chat. It is loading. One more match and West Ham, Chester, Man City strikes again. Fingers crossed. I've said this a billion times in the past, and you might have heard me say this, and if you remember saying this, let me know in the chat. But I've always been a firm believer that when someone leaves, when quality goes, and I'm making this point now because I'm going somewhere with this, someone steps up. I said when Gundogan goes, someone will step up, and it was Phil Foden. It was Phil Foden that stepped up. I've always said that you have great players, someone steps up. Today, Ortega stepped up. Today, Doku stepped up. This is why I do not panic when Riyad Mahrez goes. And much as I would love him, this is why I know when it matters, man. When it matters, Doku will do this today. Someone will step up because we have footballers of this intense quality and a manager of conviction and genius and brilliance and motivation like Guardiola. This is what you get. You get a team that does not know how to put their head down when they are not going well. They get a team who's just absolute intense desire to win. It rubs off on each other, and you get moments like today where your keeper goes off, and it wasn't a Gundogan midfield special kind of game today where someone stepped up like that. It was a backup goalkeeper, Stefan Ortega Moreno. You beautiful man, you wonderful keeper, probably world class if we're being honest. He's one of the best keepers in the world, I think. 3 remarkably good saves today, absolutely massive. Absolutely ridiculous. But this is what happens, man. And this is why you trust this Manchester City side. Trust this team. This is why you, when we get there nervous, you know that in that locker, they're looking around at each other. And if he's not got it, he's got it today. This team, they just back each other. They grow together. And it's remarkable. Give the video a like if you are new here. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new here. It's massively appreciated. 200 people watching, 40 likes. Come on. We can do better than that, you know. What would Ortega do? He'd smash that like button. So give me some support on the channel. It would be massively appreciated. But yeah, look, that was a tense, horrible game of football. I didn't enjoy any of it. I didn't at all. But ultimately, I think the weird occasion, the weird atmosphere got to Manchester City a little bit. But we did what we had to do. We found a way to win. And that's what great sides do, man. That's what great sides do. Ortega today stepping up. Pep made the right call. You do not mess around with the fitness of your keeper in a big game like this. Doku coming on, winning the penalty. And of course, you can't mention this game without mentioning Erling Haaland. Haaland, once again, a man who apparently is only a League 2 level striker. I understand the conversation around his link-up play. But, you know, I've not had a single drink, mate. I've not had a single drink. I'm just excited. Every time I'm giddy, everyone's like, you had a drink? I'm like, no, I'm just a passionate boy, man. But we talk about Haaland, and I've said this, it's ridiculous, the gaslighting that we've gone through as Manchester City fans. We've been led to believe by the media and rivals and fans that Erling Haaland isn't actually that good. It's fucking bullshit. It's absolute nonsense, and we need to forget. We need to not forget just how good Haaland is. Today, 2 goals. His 38th goal of the season was that penalty to put Manchester City in the driving seat to win the league, hopefully at home. That is pressure. And once again, this is his poor season. 38 goals. Aguero, and I love him, and I take him back in a heartbeat. The most he ever scored in a season was 33. These are the levels that Haaland operates on. An absurdly talented footballer who delivers time and time again. And he's a big part of why Manchester City have won a treble and hopefully could win a double this season. Haaland is special. And once again, absolutely massive when we needed him. He was good today, Haaland, man. He was good. He had scraps to feed on. But what he did have, he feasted. And I'm so happy about this. And also, a little narrative, by the way, Aston Villa now. I'm sort of happy for Emery, not for Villa. I couldn't give a shit about Villa. Their fans drove me mad with the Grealish thing. But Emery, I'm happy for him, man. After what the Arsenal fans put him through. And I love the fact that it's in our own hands. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for the West Ham game. I can't wait for it. I'm looking at the replay now. This was not a beautiful game today. It just wasn't. It wasn't. It was never going to be a beautiful game either. I think it was always going to be difficult. It was always going to be like sort of weird. We're never going to cruise this today. I don't think it was ever going to be that. And the Spurs were decent. And they were always going to turn up because that's what Spurs do. But we found a way to win. Super chats, get your super chats in. It is massively appreciated always. Helps be part of the show as well if you want to. Swalsey, you legend, with your 10th super chat. Thank you so much. Says, I fucking love this football club. Absolutely, my friend. Me too. I love every iteration of this football club because everything we do, the way we do it, it hits me right there always. Swalsey, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Chad as well says, when Pep fell on the ground, I felt the love, passion, and dedication that man has for our club. Absolutely, mate. Chad, you put it perfectly. Pep is one of us now, man. As he said last week, you know, when he said, will you be supporting United? He said, no, I'm a Man City fan. And Pep don't believe in that anyway. Pep wants to do it on our own terms. Pep wants to show these people like, no. We do this together, man. We do this together. We win it on our own terms. Absolutely, Chad. I agree 1 billion %, mate. 1 billion %. We do it on our own terms. Here is the stats for today, by the way. Thank you so much from Chad and Swalsey. Also, Costa Rica as well. He's just dropped a little super chat, but there's no comment attached to that. He says, Steve, we love you. One more game, baby. Thank you so much, mate. I saw that there, but there's your comment up there as well, pal. I love you back, mate. I love you back. One more game, man. Four in a row. 4 in a row. I do keep saying trust the players, trust the process, because it's a reason. Absolutely. I mean, you've got to trust these players. They do what they do, and they're the best in the world at doing it. And I love it, man. I look, Ederson was upset to come off because Ederson wants to be in the pitch. That's what winners do. But I enjoyed Nunes calming him down, putting his coat on his back. It's a team game. You look at the shots today, man. City were not good. XG, of course, 2.40 because of the penalty. But Spurs, I would say, they were Man City's equal in this game. They had their big chances as well. They absolutely did. You got to look at the moments, the pivotal saves. Ortega coming on, like he'd barely been on the pitch, and the quality of that save. It was from Maddison, was it? And then of course the one-on-one with Son as well. That is goes. It wasn't. No, it was Bennett. Was it Kulusevski? It was someone. But Akanji has been so good, and Akanji to lose his head like that, absolutely ridiculous. But then look, every now and then, legends are born, moments are made, and a moment can haunt a team. That image of Son missing that chance to Ortega. That is going to haunt Arsenal fans, and I love it. Look at Guardiola on the floor. He was all of us. Absolutely buzzing, lads. I'm buzzing. I love this team. It is Spursy to turn up and then still mess it up for them. I love it. By the way, Doku, that Foden ball, wonderful stuff on a half volley, bouncing over to Doku. Always going to beat his man. And then that penalty, by the way, the penalty from HAALAND. Look at that, top corner. The context of this game. Do you know how good that penalty is, by the way? That is ridiculous. That's a world-class penalty. It's crisp, it's in the top corner, and he's in it with passion. And all we got to do is beat West Ham. Now, West Ham, I can't believe I'm saying this, but look over here, the table with me. Look at the table with me. United, is 8th Conference League? Can someone answer that? If 8th is Conference League, United, I'm going to ask a favour. United, I want United to get Conference League. One, because it'd be really funny. It'd be funny, and also it gives West Ham no motivation. So tomorrow, if United can beat Newcastle, I'll take it. 7th is Conference League. Oh, okay. So 6 is Europa League. The 5 and 6 is Europa League, and 7th is Conference League. Is that right? Oh, that's great then in that case. That means West Ham are just sort of mid-table. I can't even remember. I don't deal with the Conference League, mate. 7th only. Okay, well, we're good then. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. They've got nothing to play for. 69,500. Mate, I've been stuck around here for ages. I want to get to 70k so bad. Let's start an EK to 70k campaign. I need it, man. I need it big time. I've been stuck around here for ages. Sort of stagnating that front. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, like City, look, a game like this, football, like I'm going to talk about football for a minute. The reason I love football is because I don't trust football. And like there's an implicit, beautiful brilliance in that. Like I trust this Manchester City side to win. But do I trust football not to do anything weird? Never. That's the beauty of football. You never know. The narrative, the way that football moves, there's always something to be had in football. Something weird to get at you. You know, like a twist. And I guess the twist today was Spurs played the best he played in months, according to Spurs fans. Son actually missing a 1-on-1 against Man City with the backup keeper on the pitch or taker. These moments are the kind of moments that you remember. And these are the moments that sort of shape a season. And like, this is what I love about football. And I'm sorry, the idea that there was no jeopardy today. This was a good game of football. It was a horrible game for me to watch. But for the neutral, okay, they might not have enjoyed it because City won. But it was a good game of football for two teams going for it. And Spurs were good. And we are where we deserve to be. And Arsenal are where they deserve to be as well. They absolutely are. And Arsenal can moan about the inevitability. They can moan about like little bitches about how it's not fair. City are too good. But I'm sorry, ultimately, if City win this league, they're going to win it with 91 points probably. And that's a high total. But it's not an absurd total. Go to Liverpool and they'll tell you how difficult it can be. But if Arsenal don't win it, it's because of their own mistakes. And I don't feel sorry for them that. They could have beat other teams, you know. They could have had more points, but they dropped it in some big games. So that's the thing for me, man. Like this league, what this City players have done, it's absolutely ridiculous to be where they are right now. We deserve to win it if we do win it. You know, it's remarkable to see this City side find the energy time and time again to go, and I respect them so much. And do you know what? At this point, even if we don't win the league, I can't get angry at them. I can't. And I said the other day, if we're not going to win the league, I want it to go to the last day of the season. It'd be painful. But I'd rather deal with it, you know, with no games left of the league. I don't want this, if maybe, whatever thing going on. I need City to be the masters of their own destiny on the last day of the season. And that is what we've got. Toe said, I don't feel sorry for them at all. They came to the Etihad and parked the bus. Exactly. Steve says, my Grasso. Yeah, Beppe said, we fight to the end. Always. And this, yeah, absolutely, man. I'm buzzing. Let's talk about the individuals, by the way. So let's talk about the individuals. Look, Kev, he went off, but as always, he was poor until he got his assist. Shite until he's brilliant, but that's our Kev for you. Josko Vardial, by the way, stupidly good. It's such a cliche about Rolls-Royce footballers, but Vardial tonight, he's like the most technical player on the pitch. He was absolutely remarkably good. Best player on the pitch, in my opinion. Other than when Ortega came on, you know. Edison was having a good game too. In the end, Akanji, look, he was good. He was really good until that mistake. Phil, I thought had a better game than the stats show you there, by the way. I think Phil had a decent game. I thought he was really good and involved. HAALAND did his job, but he was involved. Bernardo didn't have a good game today, but worked well towards the end. Look, the subs, remarkably good. Ortega, Doku, they made such a big change for this team. And now we've got a last game of the season. What does Pep do? I don't know. But then after that, we're 2 games away from a double. Like, this is so good, man. Like, I would kill for a double 9 times out of 10. And we've had it's the one below the treble, and the treble is the best as it gets. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. Let's go, indeed. Oh, Robbie's tears, AFTV's tears. I need it. I don't usually get involved in that kind of Schadenfreude that much, but I need it tonight. But someone like Akanji, by the way, he's had an incredible season. But this is what a title race will do for you. This is why you have teammates that you trust, because if someone is gonna make a mistake, but sometimes you need it. Dave, see you later, pal. It was good to meet you. Obviously, a couple of months back. You're a top bloke, mate. Catch you in a bit. But now, guys, I'm probably gonna leave it here because I've had a longish day. But this City side is so good. I'm gonna do a live video tomorrow morning. I'll try and get someone on for a live chat. Tomorrow morning. I don't know, but I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. 1 more win for the Immortals. 4 in a row. For utter domination. For tears. For the narrative to crush everyone and to piss the rest of the league off. That's what I want. Marcus, legend, 11 months. Thank you so much. For now, guys, in a bit, come on, you Blues.